Watch one edit with JK skating wizards, and all of a sudden you think anyone and everyone, including yourself, can do it. A few months back, I bought some Roka frames, which are basically the poor man's version of wizard frames. Yeah, why Roka? Because they are the cheapest on the market, basically, and they are the equivalent to wizard frames. What did I get? I got 2 sets because Roka seems to sell out super quick every time. So I bought 2 sets. First set was, one set was the 4x90s. So these fit 4 times 90mm wheels. The other set I got was the 5x84s. They fit 84mm wheels, but I've been rocking the 80mm wheels on these, as it's just easy to find 80mm wheels. Alright, so, man, it's hot and sweaty. Okay, so what can I say? I started off skating the 4x90s. I got these as basically a nice segue to really get into the next set of frames, where this setup is a lot easier to get used to. It's more familiar, 4 wheels, just bigger wheels, which, yeah, coming from an aggressive background, thought it'd be easier, to get used to. Did I enjoy them? Yeah. I'm like, it's one thing to get used to just being high off the ground and have bigger wheels, but it's a whole nother thing getting used to just how they are rocketed, that banana rocker. So you're just more swivelly, which is the kind of point of wizard skating. It was harder at first. It was, how should I say this? It was definitely harder than I thought it would be. Just getting into that mindset from aggressive skating to basically just doing flat land tricks. Working out the balance from leg to leg, the swivel, that forward and back, as well as, like your just basic fundamentals of just movement of rollerblading. Doing this, it really emphasizes on the things that you suck at, and that could be just simply going fakie, being able to do crossovers both direction and fakie, all that kind of stuff. It really showcases to yourself what you lack. So knowing that makes skating these setups even more interesting and more fun, because in a way you're learning more about yourself, what you're capable of, and the things that you really need to work on. I didn't really go that hard with the setup. First day I went pretty hard, just to kind of get used to them. Within that first session, I really found out. Within that first session, I really had to go back to the fundamentals, like I was saying before, and really relearn how to do power slides. Figuring out which side was more natural to myself. To my surprise, it wasn't actually that bad. I definitely found that I was favoring that outer foot more, which is all good, really, because from that session alone, I knew what to work on for the next skate, Really work on that inner leg as well, not just the outer, and just trying to get both feet more together. That's also quite hard. It's not as easy as it looks. But yeah, I skated these for one big proper wizard session, and that was the first one. After that, I actually took the setup to our local skating rink. We've been going Friday nights, and it's like the roller disco nights. My partner Haley's learning to quad skate at the moment. She's learning pretty fast, so it's pretty cool. So obviously, it's a good time to just take the wizard setup and just skate on them and just get familiar with the balance and just, yeah, have fun with them really. Probably had about 5 sessions, and then as of the other day, it's been raining and I really felt like skating. So I thought, why not take the wizard setup and go somewhere covered. Here locally, we actually have a sound shell, like a theater kind of outdoor concert stage. It's a big sound shell, and it's got this big cover over it. I'm surprised they've never thought about it after all these years to go there to skate when it's been raining. So I actually went there, had the 5x80s originally on the FRs, and had a little hoon on that. Yeah, I didn't actually like the FRs that much. I had the Intuition premium liners in there, but the main problem was that I forgot to put in footbeds, and it makes a big difference. So I gotta go and take these out for another spin and check them out. So yeah, I actually didn't get any footage of that session, just because there was heaps of families walking around. Yeah, like the stage is linked up to our local main park here, Pukakura Park, right next to the zoo. It's beautiful. It's got a moat and everything. I should have taken some footage, but I didn't. Anyway, I came home, reset up the frames on my beams, as I'm finding this pretty good so far. I got these boots, when was it, like 2020 when these ones came out, and I find the cuffs actually quite stiff in these boots. That's why I don't really skate them, but I've kept them for this whole time, and they're working pretty well for this. Mind you, I haven't really tried that much more, so it's it's not really a valid opinion, to be honest. But yeah, I definitely find these cuffs a lot more stiff and sturdy compared to, say, my Pat Ritters, which was kind of surprising. But yeah, from what I hear, it's just they've been using different plastics since that era. So took these out for a spin, went to the local netball court. Had been raining, but it's been quite warm and muggy here lately. It's spring. So to my surprise, not really, the court was actually pretty dry. There was a couple of wet patches here and there, but it was dry enough to have a hoon. What are the differences? I guess going back to this setup here, that wheelbase is long, man. So it's getting used to that and not tripping yourself up all the time. Yeah, and once you've kind of gotten a hang of that and gotten used to it, it makes this a lot easier. As these, Pickle, calm down. Yeah, as this wheelbase is definitely a lot longer. So you definitely need to you definitely need to really just get low and make sure you really bend those knees for when you're doing tricks and then when you're doing crossovers. Because the last thing you want to do is cross over, smash the wheels, ba-ba, and then trip yourself up, because it will happen. With this setup, I found there was definitely more flow and more momentum, especially after you'd say do a bit of a power stop and start rolling fakie. There was definitely more momentum. It just rolled better. Maybe it's the weight, just maybe how the wheels are set up. Because yeah, when you power stop, I guess there's more distribution through all the wheels as opposed to just 4 wheels. I don't know. I don't really know the science behind it. Definitely heavier, but that's alright. You get used to it. It didn't take me very long. Yeah, and then also heel rolls and toe rolls. Well, I can't do them singly, but even with both feet, because of that wheelbase, you really gotta pick those. You really gotta pick your feet up, man. It's something to get used to. It is different. I reckon it's a lot easier in the 4-wheel setup. It's more familiar to our everyday setups, you know. This takes a bit more, but yeah, you get used to it like anything, man. You know, have a session, work it out. Pretty fun, man. Like, yeah, I'm gonna be honest. It's real fun. Another thing I noticed, man, like, damn, do you sweat? Do you sweat? It is a massive workout. It's pretty sick, man. Yeah, because usually with aggressive, I'll go do a line or two, work up a mild sweat, sit back down, talk some shit for a good 10 to 20 minutes, sip on my beer. Where this, you're just hooning the whole time and sweating. It's a real good workout. Yeah, you're not missing out on a leg day with these, man. So those are my first kind of impressions, I guess. Haven't really done much more in them. Because when it is a nice day, I want to go aggressive skating. That's just how I am. But in saying that, since skating these, it has really, I guess, changed my mindset a little bit on just how I look at tricks or what kind of little flares I can do at the start or maybe even at the end. Yeah, it makes me really reevaluate, not just grinds or whatever, but just more how my body movement is, where my shoulders are, how my hips are for when I rotate. Yeah, where I really kind of put my balance and my weight. It's another way of progressing your skating. Just another way of thinking of how you skate. That's what makes it so interesting. Just try them out, man, and you will soon discover, or quickly discover, how much of the fundamentals you're missing in your skating. That's if you are. You know, because a lot of people, when they started aggressive, just went straight for it, man. You know, didn't really learn to skate. And you can see it in some people in their style of when they're just rolling away or how they land. Yeah, I've still got a lot to learn. Still a lot of the basics, as you would have seen. Yeah. Suggestions on wizard skating. My personal suggestions are definitely work on, I guess, going slow at first and working on those basics. I still haven't figured out all the basics yet. I've just been going for it, which I think is kind of more detrimental to me learning. So I need to go back, really learn on my gazelles and lines and all that. I'm still get really confused on what they actually are and where to actually position your feet. If you're just going 1 foot, you know, just having that other foot free, whether it's in front of you or behind you, really changes your balance and really, yeah, there's really just a make or break on that swivel, on that trick. Yeah, work on doing things both ways, man. Really try to learn whatever your natural way is, and then whatever your switch way is. Because the more you kind of drill that into you now, the easier it's going to be later on. Yeah, especially when you want to go next level on those tracks, on certain obstacles. Yeah, definitely, I don't know, it's worth having a jam, man. Yeah, makes you really think and look at things differently. And yeah, it's just cool. It's just cool to roll, man. Whatever it is, it's just fun. It's just fun. Anyway, yeah, I will probably do a follow-up vid on just different boots and different liners, I think, because that's what I'm going through right now. What works, what doesn't work, what hurts my feet, what doesn't. Yeah, just because of how much weight you put on your feet on different angles. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Anyway, I'll get around to it eventually. Who knows when. So much to skate, so little time. Thanks. And yeah, cool. Stay rad. Have fun. Till next time.